or some, but my warm-up is jiu-jitsu type thing.
Yes, that's it. That's what it's up to. Just move slowly, slowly. So with the K-bar,
Yeah, I have some Tanner showed some stuff I wanna
so
work
from
on.
closed to
Closed. So I come here and I come here. And I go here like this. Now the one thing I tried this, and it could just be like Sam and Seth and those guys, and even Brad, right? I tried it on all of them. They just wash it straight up. They just go straight up, and I be like this, and right. Like I could not get them to come forward.
Right.
And so they, but then I do, okay? And so I stand up in posture, right? And the one thing I can, oh man, can't remember over this. That's why I'm glad I did this. You go into a B-bar.
Yeah.
You flip this around.
Yeah. Beautiful. Yeah.
And you get the sweep. And then I'm supposed to come this way. I have the ankle, I take this, I move it here. Okay. All right, see, that's good. Damn it.
So
I was sitting there trying to get them to get their hands on the mat.
yeah. So
But I should have started a knee bar attack.
so with you, because your weight is distributed back, I'm probably not gonna get you in K-bar and try it. Unless I really get you to, I don't know that much. If I get you to extend this way, I might be able to sneak in here.
Yeah.
But you're really gonna shift your butt way back. So that's my, well, I would try coming this way, right? If you start going down.
But then I pinch this and sit
Somebody,
down.
if you stand up on the side.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, here, now I'm in position to go down. But if this knee's down, like you did,
Well, that's because that's, all right.
or you might go straight down. I don't know.
Yeah. So, and that's one thing kind of showed, but it was showed when you stand.
Yeah, so
So I would never do this. But you know, everybody, Sam, Seth, and Brad, both did this. I grabbed the knee.
Yeah.
I grabbed the knee, and I went for that thing, and then just straight up.
So yeah, that's what they're gonna
But I couldn't stop it, and I wanted to do the thing kind of showed me just dragging over there with the arm thing. Listen, Sam and Seth are so freaking
So
strong.
from this transition, what you're gonna do from this position is immediate, well, you already kind of hit the leg early, is you can try to fake the W swing,
Yeah.
and then return you here. But they're all gonna go back. And that's when you shoot to go to the door.
Yeah.
Because you have to expect them not to let you go that way.
Yeah. Yeah, see, so you know, it's learning, building muscle memory in a new sequence and a new guard that I'm not, haven't spent 15 years doing.
So from here, because you're framed here, I know I can't get you off of your heels. And your butt's over your heels, I'm not gonna try to go over you. So I'm trying to do the traditional, obviously, boom to here. There's no reason for you to do it.
Yeah.
The weight's not distributed over your hips.
Yeah.
It's behind your knees.
But these guys all do the stand. They all do. And they all stand up like this, right?
And you shoot up and hit this.
And they come up like this.
Boom. So sometimes what I'll do, if they'll shuck it and they push my heels, I'll use that momentum to push my heels, like you're throwing.
Yes.
I'll try to back up to
Yeah. And the other one you can catch this one and pull it back.
Right. So,
Yeah.
but
Yes, maybe.
if they see me inverting one back, they're gonna follow me down my hips.
Yeah.
So
My thumbs are just jacked. So bad. They're so bad, dude. I wouldn't push it on anybody. I can't throw up and catch it.
so with the D, you're just doing this then?
Yeah. Yeah, and every once in a while it gets jammed. It's just terrible.
But I think that's really good stuff. I mean, it's not good. You could still be the movement, which we're doing.
Yeah, I do. And that's where I go like this. Or I just go like this. But my thumbs are ruined. I should get surgery, but listen. Once I start down that road, they're never the same. It's not gonna fix it.
Don't use the doctor here, doctor here, anyways.
No, I never. You know what? I got ligaments blown. I got osteoarthritis. I need to shave the bone. It's just, they're a mess.
Like I said, there's a sports orthopedics lead, Dr. Stoller, he's really good. So, for butterfly, different, obviously, but for this one,
So I stand up, and you go, and you enter into the K guard.
yeah, but I have to say to make teams, I know that as soon as I drop, usually you hip thrust, but most neuro practitioners, I'll do this. So when they start worrying about this, I couldn't even really deep.
And then this is the one thing that they didn't do this. Tanner's like, and now I remember, I was like in the moment with these guys drilling, and they're big and strong. I lost, like, my brain had forgotten to rotate the leg around for because they were, right?
Yeah, but you can see if you grab my foot, there's no way I'm shooting at it.
No, and so then this is what you show where you reach through and grab this, and yank it for an arm bar,
I would, yeah.
right? Or you turn it into a omoplata.
Yep.
You grab this one, right? And you keep it, and that's what Tanner went over.
Yep.
So, I couldn't get either one of those two things, because they didn't squat and control the leg from wrapping around, they hip thrusted.
Scott doesn't know black belt Scott. He's really good.
The tall guy?
Yeah, he's just injured. He just had knee surgery on both knees, so he's not rolling for a while. But he's really good. He got me used to doing this. He'll just hip thrust wherever he's at. He's just really good, and then he'll walk over and sack you. So I have to like move around because I'm not going to. So come here. Here, and then I'll be in.
See, this is what that's just what I don't know why, I just do, this is what I've done for years.
So where do you go from this? Sweet.
That's what I do. But I'm trying to do what's Tanner's teaching, right? Like I do, like working I don't even know if that's anything, that's just something that I've always done just because I feel like it's there, right? And I'll put this here, like, in the armpit. But that's not what we're doing, that's not part of the deal. I was trying to do what we're working on. So go ahead and stand up. Whichever. Okay, so now you stand up and you're squatted low enough and you want to push this foot down. Right? So it was like, I don't feel like I got it, but
You did right away.
and one thing that you taught me, or that you made me aware of, is elevating my hips, shooting my hips upwards in these different.
You had that because your hips hurt, my elbow was trapped in your hip pocket.
You like when we were doing the the single leg X, right?
Yes.
You were like, you got.
That is way better than it used to be.
Right. No, I would just like bring my legs up like this, but you're like teaching me. It just you brought attention to the fact I wasn't elevating my hips.
And this is what I'm going to do as a defense. I'm trying to drive my knee to your nose over my toes. I'm trying to peel. And that's what you're controlling with the hip. Because the moment I start driving my knee to your face, I'm building space and structure. But by you pushing on my hip, I can't get over that toe. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. And I'll tell you that too. You didn't work with me with forces to compromise the base.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, listen, you're like, you spot something that I need to do better, and then I don't forget anything.
Well, and that's how I feel like I was saying to Jason, because white belt to black belt, I'm trying to help you guys all, but then I help me because I'm like, I gotta do that too.
Yeah, no, look, I never consider myself outside of the ability to learn from anybody. Right? Like I think that's a bad path to go on. That's like ego is the thing that will hurt your growth more than anything.
Yeah. So taller people might do this other arm, where you might be able to transition. If I'm doing this, you just bait me. I know you won't let me normally do this, but this so I get unstable. Then you overhook my ankles. So like you're gonna do a dummy sweep, and then I'm gonna posture, then you go to that cable. Because now I'm worried about getting dummy stuff. So can you transition? I'm still on my heels, now you pull me over.
Yeah, see.
That might be the transition you might have to go to,
Yeah.
if you want.
That's good.
So if I'm here and I'm nice and based, but
But you're pending my
or if we're in the gi, or if we're in the gi too.
Yeah.
Let's just say I'm doing this, and
Yeah.
you don't do your normal good jujitsu, but oh shit, you throw that one. I'm gonna sure first grab my arm, roll to your left shoulder, really roll this way.
Oh, yeah.
Boom. Now, I got no base, I'm inverted. With no direction. So it's all you from behind. Tap my leg, and just skip on top. Maybe if that knee went right there.
Switch it to gears.
You wouldn't even need to switch if you want to, you can. You don't need to. Boom. Yep, beautiful.
That's ugly. That's ugly.
But I think what Tanner does and Sam does, they do too. They do a lot of locking.
Look, and a lot of what they show is in the situation where that sometimes it's hard to translate. It's like any of the techniques showing. It's if the position happens to be right there at that point.
Yeah.
If it's outside of that parameter, like a lot of live rolls, that's where all the transitions and adjustments come
Can you
in.
get to there from somewhere else? Yeah.
Or they give you something else that you transition to.
Yeah.
And that's what takes time and drilling and live rolling. Is that it's so hard to just think that you're great at jiu-jitsu from strictly technique demonstration. Because it's necessary and valuable, and you've got to have it, and that's how you learn. But to get good, you've got to be live rolls. You just got to experience all the permeations of those positions.
I'm gonna ask you, this might went over with Jason yesterday. So you get in regular cycle trying to control and shit out of me. And I have no phrase.
No,
What else trying to get you to understand is that yeah, you want this traditional thing? Breathe. You're not gonna get it. You're gonna be really nice and tight, you're gonna be stuck here. So I'm trying to get under. I'm trying to get space.
Yeah,
I can't get anywhere. I was trying to make it a friend with his hand, and at least stay tight. And then if I keep going this way, it's to get his knees in. Because he's not going to be able to get.
what you do now is you cry in my head.
So I want
You
to
gotta find this way.
So this is what I was telling you. I'm creating space at least here to get your head this much far away. Because I'm not getting anything, but if I can get this little space with this flexibility, can you bring us it down? And get that knee.
Yeah.
But then start fighting. So I was trying to get him to just create space. Right there. Yes, that's all he needed. Then you can do that. So I was right. I was like, because you are really effective at keeping all that space.
Yeah.
You don't feel like this.
There's a reason. Well, I also put my chin in the jugular.
Yeah.
So put your chin in my jugular. And then I pick. So look, this is right like this. And look, I was doing that to Seth and Sam.
Yeah.
And there's always this little spot right here. And they just work it in there. And then and this is deep here. So look, they get here. This is what they did to me. It was effective. Get underneath my. Yes, okay. So then they would bump into me and get their elbow back. So they do this little bump like this. Okay. And then they would grab this front right here. And they would just rotate out a little bit, pushing against my gut, and then they right in. Dude, it's so hard to hold on to them when they do that. What I do is I go to lean on belly in that
So
situation.
you were doing that, and that's what I was working on him just to do that. Because he's trying to fight like this and still look at him. If anything, as long as you're not getting choked with the heat, try to get to here.
Why do guys, I tell everybody, do not get your elbows, right? I tell everybody, I don't know, people like, they don't listen to me, or I guess, maybe it's a different way that your brain has to do it. But everybody, listen, against every belt, all the way black, right, like white through black, almost all my submissions and all of my wins through whatever points, dominant, whatever, all comes from people having loose arms.
Exactly. Everybody's told that every class that you need these things like this. But this is what you do from white belt to navy blue, but then you start coming into this. Now everything's tight. And I was trying to get you to just think of being tight. Because everybody thinks this is like this. Right? But you've got your frame, but most white belts, blue belts, purple belts, they're collapsing here. They think they're doing good, but they're not. They need to get it tighter. Either under the neck, under the armpit, or in the bicep.
Yeah, this is why.
That's what I'm saying. This is why I said that. You got that front.
Like if I'm here, right, or if I'm here.
You're creating a frame.
Now if I'm here, I'll bridge and push up with my forearm like this.
Yeah. But you're creating this frame that people don't think about. They think they're big here. Their arms are separate.
And I collapse them down like
And
that.
that's what you're really good effective at doing. But you're already actually creating a frame with your body.
Yeah, I like this whole. I do a lot of like what I think was like CPR.
That's what we know yesterday. And I told him, I said, I can't get past this frame. I'm going to be on belly, not want you to go down here for him.
I go with this inside. No, I don't. The outside arm is
So this is what I was telling him. If you find yourself failing here, don't get pushed up. Don't get pushed up. So what I tell him is like, if you can get here,
Yeah, see now I can't do
and
that.
then keeping this here.
Now
And if I see you're going on belly, I'm going to try to frame.
just do this and hit that
Well,
one.
this is what I was telling him. Is if you're never going to go to belly, what he does is he lets you mount. Right? And I said, no, as soon as they start going mount, I want you to go to your side and keep framing. So as you go to mount, go ahead and go to mount. I want him to start getting into this habit. Just keeping his hands together. Because he's not. He's immediately going to this. And then when you go to mount, he just stuck with it. And I want him not to get stuck there.
You do this to me. Yeah. Oh, I don't mean that you block this thing like this. That's why. And the one thing I gotta be wary of, that I need to be wary of, is as soon as I do this, see, the one thing is the black belt journey is the counter, you got the north south. Right, so I'm expecting you to go, that's your north south. And so then I block again. When you go to knee on belly, you know, and then, I mean, it's a, but look, right now, like it's the frame, right? So, look, I like the frame in
So
here.
that's what we were working on, these cross frames.
I like this frame.
I like this
Because now I can put my knee under, if you're blocking the hip, then I put my knee here, right?
And that's what I told him. If you can create space between our chest, you just need to get the top of the bottom.
And if you insist on pushing into me, then that's when I can take you like, you know, like I can.
From here, you can go that kick, you can undershoot my legs.
Yeah.
You can get it, you know, from the leg. And yeah, it kind of hurts.
Okay. This is nice.
And you can push the sweep on this one more. Push on the start bicep. Boom. You can sit up on top.
Yeah, I do that. Yeah. If I get this hand, if I get this, I like this. I have lots and lots of, now I can do this and then go right, hips in, and go for the knee. Or the heel. What is it, the reverse one? I forget now. Yep. I don't have a lot of luck from, you know, people can, it's there,
I would just hold. Well, I think you got it. And but you let me go. Yeah, that's it. There you go. You're working on control.
but, yeah, totally.
You want to set some time?
Yeah, whatever you want, let's do this, let's do this. Whatever you want.
Oh no, I was just thinking that way we can get some rolls in.
Yeah, totally, well, that's good, I'm glad we went over it.
Hold on, I'm worried about your thumb. I know you're fine. I know you are.
I'm fine. okay then, that was good. That was good. That was good. Now we gotta start all over. That was good. That was good, Mike.
Try, brother. You gonna make the 7:30 class tomorrow?
I'm gonna try. That's my plan. It's tough. I don't think it but
That's why I texted you this morning. I
yeah.
want to make sure you just in case.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I was fine.
How long's your drive from here? Like 30, 40 minutes?
I'm in Dover Bay and it's 20 minutes.
Yeah. I just want to
And
give you
it's
the,
like going 20 miles an hour all the way. It's tough. It's
I just-
only a few miles away.
I just want to give you enough time so that you're not like, showing up and I'm not here.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Really? I couldn't get the choke. I tried.
Yeah.
You had a good defense end. You had good blocking.
It was, I was gonna cry when I until it hurt. I'm not getting that, he's not getting it.
Thanks,
No,
Lord.
okay.
I was trying to figure out how to work it in.
No,
I
I
had to just let go and move
no,
on.
no, I was trying to get you to move, but you weren't giving it space. No, it was good. But I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm good.
All
I
right.
touched.
That's good. It ended up being that crank is what it ended up being.
It
But
was,
I was trying to work into a choke.
before you adjust it, we'll wait 30 seconds and take a break. Until you adjusted at the end, it was going to be a blood choke and I was going to tap, so I was like, I don't feel it. But I felt the blood choke come on. So it's hard to feel with that
Yeah.
fist, so you kind of wiggle, think, feeling where the trach is. With both of our necks, we were so strong.
Yeah.
It's hard to feel the soft tissue. Yeah, you got it like me. Your legs are strong. That's what I'm trying to get to.
Yeah.
So on me, you can't feel it with your fist.
Yeah.
That's where you really, that's the only little area because we're both so strong. We've only got this little area.
Yeah.
Most people, their muscles are open up with tracheal move. But you and I both.
No, you were doing a great job touching the chin. It was tough.
Yeah.
It was good blocking.
Give me a 30 second, we'll get it
just move on. Sometimes I like to see if I can figure it out, right, and then it turns into.
You're good. That's why I'm fine with, if I don't tap, it's on me.
Yeah.
And if you get it, you get it. But like I said, I'm I better tap on
No, it was good. You had a great block. You were blocking really well. Really well. Yeah, I'm still working on it. So, I'm not sure how accurate this is. I can only tell you what other people told me. Go back down real quick. When you have the lockdown, and you have the underhook,
Both of them?
how do you have that position? It's tough for you to make use of this underhook while you are engaged in the lockdown. Is it locks your own mobility down. So lockdown locks my leg, but also locks your hands on the other move. So once you have this and you're ready to maybe elevate me up, let go of that lockdown and drive at that moment. And drive me out like that, if you can. Like you let go of the light lockdown,
There's something called a mini sump.
and then you push.
So there's a mini sump that I can't do, that when I'm transitioning to that, I get this start, I'm gonna push back. And I'll get that, but I can't transition to that, because as soon as you
If you just let go of the lock and put this weight on the mat and drive a bridge, just try it one time.
say, take this
So
way.
that, and put it on the ground, bridge in, and bring this up here.
Well,
The training,
yeah, your base is all there. What I'm trying to get is the way above, put it down. When I get this, people tend to hunker down a little bit, and I'm able to move my heels and my approach, because your base is so good, I can't get your base out. So I'm not able to get an entry, get here, get here, elevate. So because your base is so good, I'm not able to do the technique from here.
So there's a technique with the lockdown that you're trying to do.
Yeah, all right. So if at the moment I lose any of this lockdown,
Yeah.
I already know whether I have it or not. Because of your position, I don't have it from you're pinning my chin, you're pinning my chest, my shoulders are heavy with my chest. So I can't elevate. I'm not on the straight shoulder. Now if I was here on my shoulder, like I want to, then I can bail on this.
Okay.
But not here.
Yeah.
That little difference.
So when you're up here like this, what I did is I let go of the head, and I brought this back, and then I drove you down like this.
That's when the shoulders in. I'm not letting go like this. I did what's called legs are opened up.
I see.
And because I think the fight now is we're fighting for that lockdown. For you, instead of going north like you did, which is fine, you go north.
I can go back and get my own, I can come back and,
As long as I don't have an underhooks. Yeah, if I have no underhooks, go back and do the reverse squat. Yeah, and then capsize. But this underhook, I'm going to prevent you from it.
yeah, but no, this is always going to win. That's always going to win.
But here's what I'm going to do. Hey, instead of, like I got one underhook, just shift your hips down, south. That loosens this. Pummel your heel to your butt, and then whip it upside down. All the way upside. Yeah, just like you always do.
Yeah.
That's your escape right there. The moment you're going north, I'm like, well, fuck, I'm just going to go on this lockdown. Because the moment you went north, I'm like, well,
Yeah, but I really like the pressure on your,
yeah.
I like the pressure down, I like pinning the shoulder, right?
So, from here, what I'm trying to get is to this one. But you're doing such a good job of keeping your base. I'm trying to get out this way or the other way. The dog fight. I'm going one or the other, or I'm going to get this leg. You're not giving me any of the extras that I need. So I'm just definitely out of that off.
Yeah, I'll eventually work my way out of it, or you'll get something.
Yeah. So there's
So I spent a lot of time in the lockdown, so I kind of am patient with it, and I
But
feel
you can see that if I open up my leg and you're pinning my shoulder, all I'm doing is giving you a mount.
even with that.
Because I can't rotate my shoulders.
Yeah, okay.
Because fair enough. If you were a little bit lower on my knee, if you try to go south, my hips would stay.
I felt that there was a point in time here we didn't have a leg there.
I was trying.
Right here, where I felt that if you just let go and driven with the leg on the mat and driven.
So there was a second, there was a split second.
I mean, I agree, like, once I get around, I see, like, see, so what I have to do, so I come down here, like, pin this, and push myself back.
So there was a split second when I didn't have a good position. I had to walk them.
Yeah.
I got my head.
Yeah.
But the problem is you gave me enough resistance where I couldn't elevate up here. And I knew that if the moment I shot up, I gotta go up, you're gonna post on that arm. Most people, if you don't post on this arm, I'll get this sweep
Yeah, that's even the right thing. I've had that
But that's what I'm saying, that's what I'm going for, but the moment I did this, I could feel you in the post.
Yeah, as soon as you get this underhook in this position, I have to come down
And you
and
thought,
the line. And then you just, I couldn't get deeper. I couldn't.
So,
And then I get clear, right? And so this here is, I'm posting this on the map now.
that's what I'm saying, like, there's no, I'm not gonna let go of the lockdown and try to sneak with all those posts here.
Alright, okay.
You have great base, and that's,
Alright, fair enough.
when I feel it, I'm going for it. But I have to get really deep with both the underhooks from here. But you're based out, the moment I just tested the water, it's not posted.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, no, I thought you had some opportunities.
yeah, I saw them too, but.
Doing and seeing the theory.
No, feeling the counters. If you're not, like even my top sweeps, I do a lot of sweeps from side control from the bottom. Because I can tell your bases, I'm not getting them. I'm not even seeing the entry. Why waste my energy?
Yeah, I agree. I'm the same way. If I don't feel it's there,
I'm not feeling it. I'm not afraid to commit to it, but I can feel like I did test the waters. I went deep. I couldn't grab your shin to drive into you. And that's another one I'll do. I'll grab your shin. But if I can't do that, then I'll need to go back to sweep this way. But all you did was post your knee out, post your hand. So now I've got these two bases against where I want to go.
Yeah. That's tough.
And if I let go of the lockdown, you're just going to pass on that.
Yeah. That's fair. That's a fair assessment.
That's what I was feeling.
I'm glad you talked about it.
For sure.
What worked the way through it. 'Cause I thought I felt some sun.
You did. Yeah, I was trying to.
What happened?
Oh, that was the round.
That was the
And this is the rest of it.
All right.
But we can go through it. It'll be a 7-minute round.
No, that's fine. We'll do that if you want.
Now, I do have a whole system from lockdown, but it's all exploiting timing and momentum. And if someone cross-faces me like you do, or if they deny me the underhook, then I'm fighting to get to something else. I'm going to try to wrestle it, but you're so good at hitting my hips.
Let me just do one down. We got 30 seconds we have left.
So it would be this week.
Yeah. No, I'm just sitting here for a second. So
So you got your underhooks?
I don't know. You know what I do is I do a lift and a pull down, right, and a frame on the shoulder, and I don't go for the underhook in this position. I don't go for the underhook. I go for this, right, and then I frame it, right. So I just go for a frame to where I can get this knee out, and I grab the lid. That's what I do. That's what I do. As I do it, if you're smashing me, right, I come up, I try to get a foot right, push the head, get this knee. That's what I do. That's how I use it. All right. Nice. Oh, that was tough. You defended that so well. Nice.
I knew I was in trouble with this arm the whole time. I was like, fuck it.
That was a good defense, bro.
I was like, I have 27 seconds. Down to the last 10.
It was good. It was good. I thought you were going to defend it all the way to the end.
Once they extended it, I tried. You know I tried.
Yeah, you did. You did good. You did really good.
Those ones think I'll get better. Even if I'm small, defensively improves.
That's fine. You're doing good. I know some big differences already. But you're also getting used to my game.
But I mean, that's the thing. I don't play a lot of smash games, but it's also helping me feel control in the sense it's not really a big move for me to get higher off my head, but just control someone. And I'm doing that more. And that's what kind of wants me to do is just maintain the top position. Fight to the top position. Don't really push to the side or bottom all the time.
You can.
No, I know, but that's what I'm saying. He says,
You know, here's the deal. Take in your brain everything people tell you, like a camera or Sam. But listen, we're all our own teacher. We're all our own teacher. And we all can learn from doing all the different things. You want to stay on side controlling your back and get better at that and work those positions. There's nothing wrong with that.
well, I think his point is, too comfortable on the back. So like I told Jason, if your default is on the back on your side, that's what you go to those work on you getting out.
That's right. Pretty safe. Like when I do that, I'm like, let's just start here.
Yeah.
Let's just start here.
That's why I told him,
I'm going to be like,
call this a mummy, and this is what I was telling him. Keep your elbows in tight like this.
I am going, like, this is what I'm, right? And as soon as you elevate, okay? So I'm just focused on, not like, oh, I just want to lay here. And it's like, I'm going to make sure that I got to be aware of north-south. I got, yeah, see, right right away, right? So, my reactions to the different things my opponent tries to do to me. And then back here, you know, and as soon as you have your chest off only this much room, dude, this is coming in, right?
That's exactly what we went over yesterday.
So that's why I put this, take this space away, is to make that tough. So now, if a guy's doing that to me, right, then I'm trying to work into a, you know, I don't want to go more south, I don't like more south. If it happens, then, yeah. But anyway, now here's what I'm going to try to do. See, the one good thing is I don't have my elbow up over my back.
Yeah.
This is, it happens, I do this to everybody, right? You gotta keep that elbow back. And then I'll leave a little bit. You also have to make big movements. You can also use your feet to, see this is frame here, and this frame here, you know? You can actually just use this as a frame to try to inhibit your opponent from moving with you, and then you can scooch and get you down lower to my hips, and it's easier to get them in. It really be a lot easier. So I'll just work on things like that against all different guys with all different skills. I'll start with this position I'm comfortable with, right? I don't really like that thing. I don't really like that. So let's just start here. Hang on. What?
Oh no, I'm just laughing because I was going for the crucifix.
And I move my hips. That's because reaching for that leg when you're in that spot is getting grounded in the crucifix. Damn it. I expected you to resist. I'm sorry. Damn it. How bad was it? Shoulder?
No, my elbow, my shoulder's like too. Because this is a rotator cuff on this side of the face.
Dude, goddamn, I need to stop doing things on things. It hit the limit. I didn't expect that.
Sorry.
It's not alright, and I'm deeply apologetic. No need to be doing that shit.
We got one more? What's the last? For 36 minutes of rolling. I'm fine. It locked out, that's all.
God damn it. I'm mad at myself for that. That should never have happened. I'm better than that. Dude, it's just you're so good at resisting that the next thing I need to hit the limit. It's just.
I said it later.
You get hurt enough without trying to hurt each other, right? And I'm not trying to hurt you. God damn it, I'm mad at myself.
something. Thanks, buddy. Wait. Oh, no, you're good. Hey. I resist until, and then I tap over too. So you're good.
Yeah, but that took a limit, and I was.
You're good.
It went with some momentum limit.
We all fucking see it going, but I'll see more. Okay. Yeah, no, so I'm fine. It should be tomorrow.
Yeah.
I was more concerned about the back of my shoulder, so I was trying to get in. So then when I went this way, I didn't even think about this. I'm like, oh, I'll get a little bit loud until it was locked. I was like, oh.
Yeah, the thing that upsets me, just because I want to share this with you, is that during my roles, I tried to have a very good level of control.
You did.
Of the motion and the momentums and the limit. Like I tried to not just wrench.
Yeah.
Right? To be in control of the movements. Throughout the whole role, all of the role, every aspect of it.
Yeah.
To be in control of the movements. And I felt like that didn't happen on that elbow.
You know what? If you don't get me in those positions, I'm gonna get out by somebody. So it's better to do restraint so I don't see it. You're good. Don't forget about it. Okay, good. Nothing wrong.
Are we doing the entire map or just a section?
I was just gonna spray the center when we were spraying, but I saw there was hair. So
Alright, so the whole thing?
I was gonna do the center one when we roll.
Oh, okay.
I just want to get all the hairs as much. goes, you know, just.
Alright, so I'm glad I asked before I did the whole thing.
Yeah, there wasn't,
I did get up there.
yeah, there's no 6 a.m. class, so.